I just want to explain why we've got the opportunity with two masts on the ground to explain the difference between discontinuous rigging and continuous rigging. On this mast with the continuous rigging, the wire runs from the deck through the spreader up to the attachment point on the mast. With the discontinuous rigging on this mast, it stops at the end of each spreader. So we have one stay going to this spreader and then another stay going from the first spreader to the second spreader, and so on to the top of the mast. Depending on the number of spreaders your mast has, you have to make sure that each spreader controls one section of the mast. For example, this is the top spreader, so this spreader will control the tuning of the top of the mast. The second spreader here will control this section just below the top spreader, and so on all the way down the mast. What's important to understand when you're doing this is the spreader ends. This on the Selden mast has a really smart design. It has two holes for the wires. One of the wires can be clamped tight. The other wire can run freely through the spreader end. So what that means, if this was on a continuous rig, on the top spreader, the wire is clamped to the spreader end, and the other wire would run freely down to deck. That means we're able to tune the mast properly.